Hey everybody, Neil here from Post to Post. We talk a lot about jerseys here on this channel. It's something that I'm passionate about. As you can see in the background, I collect jerseys, but we primarily talk about the NHL and jerseys related to the NHL and all kinds of things NHL. But in this video, I want to step into the past a little bit into the channel because we have looked at jerseys from other leagues around the world, not just in North America, Canada, United States, but around the world. And in this video, I want to concentrate on some of the lower leagues underneath the NHL. We're talking the WHL, QMJHL, ECHL, OHL. I want to look into some of those leagues and look at a couple of specialty jerseys, 7 to be exact, that were worn in this previous season or at least recently in these leagues. And I decided to don the Washington Capitals specialty, I guess kind of specialty, Reverse Retro 2.0 for this specific video. So I have, I think, like 10 files, 9 or 10 files to go through, but it's 7 specific jerseys. So I'll bring them up on the screen so you can see. And we're going to start off with my home league, and specifically a team that I actually did some work for in the past, the Charlottetown Islanders of the QMJHL. They are based in Prince Edward Island and, of course, the capital, Charlottetown. Now, the Islanders went through a rebrand about 10 years ago-ish. They used to be called the PEI Rocket. Now they've rebranded to the Charlottetown Islanders. They've been that for, well, I guess, yeah, like I said, 10 years. It feels like forever. But they have had, I think, mainly a relatively, generic jersey design. They haven't really switched things up too much in the last 10 years. But rarely do they do a specialty jersey like this. So it's really cool. And it's not just the jersey, it's the uniform, as you can see. So one big thing about Prince Edward Island, if you've never been there or don't know anything about it, it's a little tiny island off the coast of New Brunswick, which is the province that I live in on the east coast of Canada. It's really, really small. The population is, I don't know, maybe like 175,000, something like that. And 10 years ago, it was 130,000. So like, it's pretty small. But one of the cool things about Prince Edward Island, and I guess New Brunswick technically, is that the bridge links them. It used to be an open body of water. You could get on a ferry, you could go over, get on the ferry again, come back. But they built a bridge in like 1997-ish, and it's actually an engineering marvel. It's an incredible bridge. It takes about 10 minutes to get across. It's the longest bridge over frozen water in the world. It's a really, really cool bridge. It's huge. Anyways, that's kind of where the thematic of this jersey or this uniform comes from. You can see the bridge down there in the socks. You can see it on the arm as well. I have another photo. I'll just sneak onto that one where you can see it a little bit better. So you see the regular logo here. The bridge is in there. So they're called the Charlottetown Islanders, which in the name doesn't reference the bridge at all, but it's a huge icon of Prince Edward Island. Now, I said technically New Brunswick earlier because it does link New Brunswick, but it's considered it's the bridge to PEI. It's not the bridge to New Brunswick. Nobody really goes to New Brunswick where I live. It's called No Funswick for a reason, not New Brunswick. So people drive through New Brunswick to get to PEI. So the bridge is kind of a big deal. So it's really cool to see that on the specialty jersey. But this is really a definition of what a specialty jersey should be. A jersey that should not be, our uniform should not be a full-time uniform. If this was their full-time uniform, it's too busy. It looks kind of ridiculous. Like, I don't want that. But a specialty jersey, wear it for 1, 2, 3, 4 games a season, something like that. Make it a little bit flashy, a little bit modern, and really pay respect to maybe something specific, whether it's geographical, like this bridge, or maybe something historic, like an old anniversary jersey, something like that. So I think this is a really good representation of a specialty jersey or uniform, but I don't necessarily love the design of it being completely fair and unbiased. Okay, let's go on to the next one. We're jumping from the QMJHL all the way down to the ECHL at the bottom, Orlando. We're looking at the Solar Bears, one of the coolest logos, branding, and color combinations in any hockey team, regardless of league. NHL, ECHL, QMJHL, OHL, whatever. They have incredible colors and one of the best logos ever. And they decided to spice things up big time with this jersey specifically. I think they're wearing the exact same pants and the exact same socks that they usually do. Same helmet and gloves as well. But the jersey's what's different. You can see some oranges on there. You can see it almost looks like artwork and like almost clip art or something. So it's really different. The jersey doesn't really match the rest of the uniform. So this is specifically about the jersey. It's ridiculous. Like it is an absolutely ridiculous jersey. But it's amazing that they do something like that. And I think this is a really good definition of, again, a specialty by definition jersey. This is something that's not going to exist for a full season or maybe more than 5 games, but maybe it's just a warm-up jersey. Maybe it's you do wear it in a couple of games. So I think it's cool that teams do this because they take them and then they auction them off. So it's a good opportunity for the teams just to do something a little bit different, make some money, do something cool for the fans, and also just have fun. So I really appreciate this from the Solar Bears. Let's move north again, all the way to the WHL. This is in Lethbridge. This is Lethbridge Hurricanes. And this is a specialty jersey that they wore. I think this is probably the most, I guess, boring or regular jersey of this entire lot that we're going to look at. You do see a little bit of texture or some kind of graphic at the bottom of the stripe on the arm. To me, this could be a regular jersey. I don't really love the fact that this is their, I guess, attempt at a specialty jersey. I actually don't know the story behind this, so I do apologize. Feel free, anyone in the comments, if you're in this area, watch this team regularly, know what this jersey is representing or something, please let me and everyone else know down below in the comment section. Would love to see that. Someone just sent me this photo, that's why. I had the photo, but not the information. The next one I have, we're staying in the WHL. This is the Prince George Cougars. This is a really, really cool specialty jersey. And I'm a little bit influenced because the closest QMJHL team to me is the Moncton Wildcats. And that little slash that you see in the side of the jersey and the inside of the arm, that's almost directly taken from the Moncton Wildcats jersey at the back, which is an iconic piece of their entire jersey history. I mean, they've used it forever. So I already love this jersey just because that's in there. I'm not saying they stole it. I really appreciate that they use it, actually. It looks good. So I like that, the fact that that's in there. Also, they're called the Cougars. They're a cat. Like, yeah, like let's put that in there. And then there's the mountains down below. Maybe not the best rendition or graphic of mountains, a little bit cartoony, but still really cool. And a really, really cool jersey overall. I like this one a lot. I think it fits with the logo well, too. A little bit busy, but, that's okay. The next one, continuing in the WHL, which is the Western Hockey League, by the way, in case you didn't know. This is the Victoria Royals. They play on Vancouver Island, and that's where Victoria is, the capital. And this jersey is ridiculous. This is an absolutely ridiculous nonsense jersey, but not in a negative way, in a really cool way. Like this will be auctioned off. This will make money. It's just something completely different. It looks like a lot of the artwork on here was, maybe drawn by a daycare or kids or something. That's exactly what specialty jerseys should be. That doesn't really fly in the NHL because the NHL is so historic. Doing something like this is almost, it really is looked at as too silly, but there's not really any such thing in these smaller leagues. There's nothing, you can't be too silly in these smaller leagues. And they do a lot of this just to raise money. So I think it's really cool. And I'm a big fan of this one, actually. It looks like, design-wise, it's ridiculous, like I said. But I love the amount of colors. It is really cool, and it's super unique and super cool for the fans. So big shout out to the Victoria Royals for this one. And then once again, continuing in the WHL, we're going to Calgary this time for the Calgary Hitmen. And I have a little bit of a soft spot in my heart for the Calgary Hitmen. If you're a longtime viewer of the channel, anytime I've spoken about the Calgary Hitmen, I do mention that I used to be a Hitman, not a Bang Bang Hitman and not a Calgary Hitman, but the team that I grew up on, grew up playing for a little bit was called the Hitmen. And we had jerseys kind of similar to this. The logo was pretty similar, but the jerseys definitely different than this. Maybe a little bit closer to their home jerseys and away jerseys, but this specialty jersey, this is really cool. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a little bit of Colorado Avalanche, a little bit of Buffalo Sabres, a little bit of Boston Bruins reverse retro. Like there's so many different kind of designs in here. Like the bottom middle of the jersey, I get major Boston Bruins, same with the arm. It's really cool. I really like this jersey quite a bit. I don't love the colors. I like that really, really dark brown. I wish it was more gold than brown. But other than that, it's a really cool jersey. I think it's fantastic. I think they knocked this one out of the park. And specialty jersey, okay, but permanent alternate, you could do it. Like that's how good this jersey is. So well done, Calgary Hitmen. And then the last one here, we have, we're taking a trip east from the WHL to the OHL in Ontario. This is the Barrie Colts. This is their 30th anniversary jersey and uniform, which is pretty cool. So you've got some textured, it looks like a clover or something in the actual stripe, which is neat. The only complaint I have about this jersey, and I do really like this jersey. I guess I'll start there. I really like this jersey. The colors are fantastic. The layout, it's just a classic design. There's nothing like crazy about this. It's just a really, really good solid design. But my one little complaint is that the yellow in the logo does not match the yellow in the stripe. The yellow in the logo is more of a yellow, and the yellow in the stripe is more of a gold. So I guess I should say it that way. But the uniform itself is pretty fantastic. I like it quite a bit, and it's their 30th anniversary, so they've got that 3-0 on the front there, representing that history. So that's really cool. And then I wanted to show you one final photo of the back of this. Now, this is a very edited photo from their social media, but I wanted to show you the back because it's a really good representation of a good-looking jersey. So the colors specifically look great. The way that they did the numbers. Keep it in blue to match the shoulders and the nameplate and the little blue stripes at the bottom, but outline it in that gold or yellow just to make it pop some. And I think the socks look really cool too. So there you have it. 7 jerseys from around the multiple leagues in North America. I am only one person. Some people sent me some of these, then I found some, but there are definitely more out there that I don't know about. So if you are from Finland, or if you're from Germany, or the United States or Canada, and maybe I missed a couple of jerseys in North America, and your local team or a team in the league that you watch has a specialty jersey that I didn't cover in this video, please let me know. You can find me on Twitter. It's @PostToPostShow, or you can email me. It's productions@PostToPostShow. Both of those are linked down below in the description. I like to look at jerseys, and I would love to look at future jerseys that I don't know about now. I love specialty jerseys and all things design stuff. So if you do like this video and you want to see more of it, and you're aware of jerseys that I haven't covered, please send them my way. I would love that. And of course, let me know down below in the comment section in this video what you thought of these jerseys. What was your favorite? Did you love any? Did you hate any? I'd love to know your thoughts. Hope you guys are having a great day, and we'll talk to you very soon in the next video. Adios.